I'm at the Taco Bell on Graham Road in Hudson Drive, and a man just somebody in the. Do you have a description? I didn't see very much. Woo!
While officers most often deal with simpler violations of the law, they sometimes deal with worse crimes. When called to the scene, there's nothing they can do but hope for the best. But sometimes they're greeted by a discovery that every cop fears.
Dave, let me ask you a question. And I appreciate your honesty. You've been very cool with us and cooperative and everything else. Are you a heartless bastard?
In September 2018 in Akron, Ohio, reports came in about a missing woman named Martha Robin Freitag. Her daughter revealed that no one had heard from her in weeks and expressed concerns about Robin's partner, David Callahan. After talking to her family, the officers go to David's house for a nice chat.
Akron Police, just come outside. How you doing? Is Martha here?
She's probably at her boyfriend's house.
What's your name, bud?
David.
David Callahan? All right, come on down here for me. Just have a seat if you would. Why do you think she's at her boyfriend's house?
Oh, that's where she stays most of the time.
Where's that at?
I don't know. I don't even know who it is, really. I mean,
Are you the only one here? You and the dog?
I mean, she's here maybe a couple times a week anymore. I mean, we've actually been split up for a year. We've been in separate bedrooms for the last year.
Let me get your social real quick.
She's schizophrenic. She's been on and off her medication. I don't know how many times. I mean, everything's top secret. I guess her daughter's fighting again.
The police don't suspect anything yet, but it's blindingly obvious that David here seems nervous. His body language reveals how uncomfortable he is with things. He tries to steer the conversation to Robin's alleged new boyfriend and her mental health issues, but the cops are more focused on learning something else.
When's the last time you talked to her?
I don't know, probably 5, 6 days ago, maybe.
Where was that at?
I was here.
She stopped up
I
here?
see her passing. I was leaving.
Yeah. That's right. Martha or Robin?
Yeah, she goes. Her first name's Robin. She goes by Martha.
Right.
Freitag.
Right.
It's very impressive.
Did you get your warrants taken care of?
No, I need to get down there and take care of. I got a couple of severe warrants.
Through Akron? All right, well, we're going to help you out with that today.
David was taken into custody for unrelated warrants. A few days later, Robin's cousin received an anonymous text in which David allegedly talked in an overheard conversation about where to dispose of a body if he needed to. The officers investigate this new lead.
You tell me.
Well, highly suspicious. Seems like a body part. But we didn't want to dig it out anymore till you guys got here.
Yeah.
But I think all of us would want it dug out a little bit more before you guys could say.
Yeah, well, let's check. Was it dug out when you guys got here?
That guy.
What made him, did he say what made him start digging?
Yeah, he gave the whole story to the other officer and us. But he's a friend of hers. She's family. Okay?
This one that's walking here?
Walking there, yeah. And she got an anonymous text saying if this guy who you guys arrested recently, okay, that if you wanted to get rid of somebody, you would bury it back here by the fence.
Oh.
So she came back and saw this loose dirt, some
Yeah.
ash, and
they
asked
say
that guy to come over and help her.
And they say this gentleman is already arrested.
Yeah, that's what they're both of those two people are telling.
Soon after, police confirmed that the body in the pit was indeed Martha Robin Freitag. Thankfully, David was already in custody, so the cops wasted no time and immediately interrogated him about the murder.
So I didn't see, she had a restraining order against you? A TPO or a CPO?
It's a temporary one.
TPO?
But it lasted like 6 months, I think.
Did you get arrested? Because you...
No, here's the thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
explain that.
You know, she's called the cops on me a half a dozen times, and I've never raised a hand to her. She's never had a scratch on her. Any report you would read will tell you the same thing. You know, she gets mad and I leave. She thinks I'm out humping everything with a pulse out there that's female. You know, that's just the way, you know, why she originally got mad at me. You know, she just want to argue all the time, and I just felt, you know, leaving for a day or two at a time, you know, would just calm everything down, and it normally did. I mean, we've always worked things out, but I don't understand why she's not back around. I really don't.
David doesn't realize it, but these detectives are slowly tightening the web around him. They're making him comfortable with jokes, quips, and their affable attitude, hoping that he'll readily confess. David claims that Robin wasn't so innocent herself.
No other word on the street or nothing that was odd, huh, Dave?
No.
I mean, did she have a beef with anybody, or did she ever tell you that she had it out and somebody was mad at her or anything like that? Did she owe anybody money or anything? Or,
I mean, she could possibly have maybe owed Buddy for dope or something. Like I said, I found a crack pipe, you know, in the house out of the blue, because we both quit doing it 6-7 years ago. You know, we was both bad on it.
David's not so tense anymore, happily sharing details about his personal life with the cops. They take this as a sign to begin applying pressure. But rather than going at it slowly, the cops understand that sometimes laying everything out is the best course of action.
Dave, let me ask you a question. And I appreciate your honesty. You've been very cool and cooperative and everything else. Are you a heartless bastard? A heartless, cold bastard?
No.
No. Okay. So you wouldn't want people to think that about you, right? That you're just a heartless, cold bastard, right?
No.
Okay. There's some pieces missing to your story, Dave. And this, why we had you write this out, is the key. So, because that's your handwriting. And that's just that you just wrote your sister's name to me.
I brought it back.
The problem, Dave. The problem is this is August. And as you know, that is your girlfriend, the love of your life, Robin's handwriting.
I said August. That was last month.
That is September, where you paid the rent. So we can keep up this farce that Robin is still around. Correct?
Okay, I've done this numerous times.
Okay. Well, you told me earlier you've never done it.
So
You've never asked me if I've gotten a money order for her.
he did ask you this.
I did ask if you ever made the payment. Yeah.
David's been blindsided successfully. He immediately begins to stumble through his story and the false excuses he'd made. There's no point, of course, to beat around the bush anymore. It's time for the cops to talk to him about the fire pit.
When's the last time you had a fire back there?
Less than a month, probably.
Less than a month. You've been staying there's no way around this.
No, we're gonna get there on the loop.
You've been staying there.
Well, you've been staying there and you had to put up this charade that Robin was still around when she wasn't, because she's in the hole that you put her in. Now, again, you're either a heartless, cold-blooded son of a bitch or whatever. Something's spun out of control and you're like, well, what do I do now? Which is what most people say after they do something horrible like that.
Get scared, you gotta do something.
And then you have to reckon with the fact that the person you loved for 16 years more than anything in the world is gone.
Was it natural? You were just afraid that someone would think you did something, you had to do something to get rid of it. Or you're just doing it so you can spend her money because times are hard. You have to have one income now. Nobody's gonna believe you.
David now knows that it's game over. There's absolutely nothing he can do to get out of this mess. Denying it won't change the fact that his girlfriend's body was found buried in his fire pit. He seems to realize this, so after further questioning, he just couldn't hide
It's like half an axe handle or something beside the bed. She had it there for a long time, just thinking to protect herself. I don't know, just snap. I don't know why.
So you struck her with the half an axe handle?
Yeah, I don't even know how many times.
Okay. After you struck her,
I choked her.
Choked.
It was over within 2 minutes.
did you use something to choke her, or did you use your hands?
It's a piece of. I got so scared I knew she was gone. I thought I got a piece of rope. Put a stick on it and try to make sure she was dead. God. God, I'm sorry.
And there it is, the fly's been caught in the web with no way out. 53-year-old David Callahan pleaded guilty to felony charges of murder, tampering with evidence, gross abuse of a corpse, and a first-degree misdemeanor for domestic violence. He was sentenced to life in prison with parole eligibility after 18 years. In June 2024, Columbus, Ohio officers responded to a 911 text about a domestic violence situation. The suspect, Devin Blair, was known to the cops due to past violent behavior. As officers arrived on scene, they spotted someone fleeing on foot.
4623. Yeah, 46. There he is. He's running.
Hey, buddy!
There he is.
Hands up! You're under arrest! Stop right there! Stop! He's right behind 4642 Teller Street.
The officers continued chasing Devin through the many backyards of the neighborhood. Backup arrived to assist them in the search. When patrol cars arrived on scene, officers were met by a very distraught man, and they knew they were about to discover something horrible.
I think he's back at the house. He got some screaming inside. Where's your sister? Is he inside? Is he inside?
No, he dipped. I don't.
Where's your sister?
She's upstairs in the room. Upstairs to the left is the door.
Maybe 1018, stand by.
Oh, baby.
Get out, please. Start a tornado.
I tried doing compressions. I couldn't.
Sadly, the officers found the victim, 19-year-old Brooke DeVinny, unresponsive in her bed. She was 14 weeks pregnant. Meanwhile, an army of police officers continued their thorough search for the suspect, and thankfully, they picked up a lead.
He headed into the field there behind Georgian Heights. Looks like the boards are ripped off of this 7A here that's this vacant, or this church behind the church. I don't know the address. It doesn't have one. It's been vacant for decades.
Devin might be inside this place. The stakes are high, but it'd be foolish for the officer to go in alone. After a few minutes, backup arrived, and the officers readily went in looking for the suspect. But they had to be as careful as possible, as they might be dealing with a violent murderer.
Please, if you're in your sound off! We'll just have to go slow. I'll hold this hallway, or you want to hold the hallway, I'll kick stuff around over here. Woman's place! Okay. Thomas, please, if you're in here, sound off.
It seems that Devon's managed to evade the cops. It's hard to tell if he was ever in the building. If they don't find him soon, the cops might be forced to expand their search. But another officer arrives on scene, and just as he approaches the building, he sees a familiar face.
Get down! Get on the ground! Hands behind your back! There we go. Coming out the back door! What's your name? Devin? Devin? Yep. Stand up, Devin.
Oh, stand up.
I copy one of those. It is the suspect.
Devon's finally been caught. Knowing how many officers were on his tail, it was only a matter of time before the law caught up to him. The cops led Devon down to their vehicles to prepare the man for his journey to jail.
Check that wood line, make sure nothing's back over there.
I ain't in my water.
Nothing. Face the car. Spread your feet.
I got weed on me.
Cottrell, maybe?
I got weed on me.
Okay.
Good, sir.
Okay, we're in front of 815, not sure of the name, but I got a tag for you. George Charles
still.
Boston 2214.
Separate your legs, man.
While Devon seemed to be taking the arrest rather calmly, all that changed in a second. After being searched, Devon banged his head against the squad car several times. The officers must put a stop to his self-harming attempts, so they tackled him to the ground.
Let me get my water.
Hey, we'll deal with that later, okay? One 9-1, she doesn't want to get a wagon over there. Keeps trying to be fair.
Bro, I'm cool. Let me go, bro.
No. You're the one that did it.
Let me go, bro. Let me go, bro.
I think it's like Cottrell. It's right on the corner. They found it.
Bro, let me go, bro.
No. You want to slam your head and be stupid? What happens? We'll just help you make it good. Racist?
You don't need to do this.
Yeah? I'm racist.
Let's see what this is being like.
For sure, right.
Let my legs go.
No. You want to do stupid stuff? You get a hobble and we'll put him on the side. Sarge, you get a hobble and we'll put him on the side.
That's right. Devon called the officers racist for arresting him. It doesn't seem to ring a bell for him that he's suspected of murder. And this might be the reason why he's sporting a pair of handcuffs. Devon swears at the officers and thrashes about, so they've got to find a way to restrain him.
Y'all got me. I'm cool. Damn.
Now you are. You went 2 minutes ago. This is what happened.
I mean, I
Actions has consequences, right?
I ain't just gonna let you.
Catch you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run.
Yeah, you are. Good guy. Good solid dude.
Damn. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got me. Ain't no need to sit here and doing this extra. Come on.
Devon's behavior is just appalling. The hobble stopped him from thrashing around, but it didn't stop him from continuing to swear at the officers and even threatening them. Then they decide that it's best to use a stretcher, as it would make it easier for them to load Devon up into the police van.
Ready? 2 and 2. Keep him on that side.
Don't worry about him. Don't grab those cards. There you go. Yeah.
Let them go first and we'll follow.
Keep you on my face.
Yep. I got you. Wheels down, it rolls to you. Kick that air on.
Yes.
I can ride.
All right. Get in there.
You'll ride. Yeah, bro.
Devon was charged with murder and is being held on bond for $11 million. It's horrifying to think that a young man would be capable of killing his pregnant lover. But alas, the world's full of horrible people who do unimaginable things. In February 2024, a Silver Springs, Florida officer responded to a theft call. A woman was attempting to steal another woman's car keys in a shopping center parking lot. Upon his arrival, he was approached by the suspect, acting as if she was the one who made the call. The unsuspecting officer was then caught off guard.
No. Stop! 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 It did so fast, she just got in my car, took off. Eastbound on Highway 40 past the substation. Were you the one who called us?
Yes. I'm still like really shaking. Okay, thanks, Mel. Did you know her? No, she tried to take my keys.
We know her.
Oh. She tried to reach in and grab the keys from my vehicle. At first, she asked me for a ride, said she needed to get out of this place.
It's appalling to think that someone would so brazenly steal a police car. You don't have to have a law degree to know that that would be wrong on so many levels. The dashboard camera on the stolen car was fortunately working, and it would show us exactly how the suspect drove during her great escape.
When I'm behind them, she is going westbound on 40. She has lights and flares on, running off the side of traffic.
Excuse me to all stations, I need help. This is a fake route.
The suspect's driving like a madwoman. She's been lucky to avoid multiple collisions by the skin of her teeth, but her luck could run out at any second. Now the cops put down spike strips to stop her, but the question is, will it work?
2316, she did advise they're coming up behind an 18-wheeler. And she's turning around. She's conducting a U-turn. She is going eastbound.
Yeah.
The suspect enjoyed incredible fortune while avoiding all those cars and noticing the spikes before running over them. As the saying goes, luck does favor the bold. But luck, however, is a fickle mistress, so this good fortune may not stay on her side for too long. All that speed vanished in a single gut-wrenching moment. Crashing a car at 93 miles per hour does not bode well for anyone involved. The cops arrive on scene, ready to assess the damage done, and it's not a pretty sight.
1004 station, 1033.
Stay away from the car! Stay away from the car! Back up! Back up! Back up! Back up!
6316, back signal 4, send back 1018.
We got another vehicle over here. You guys okay? Hello?
Signal 4, another vehicle.
You guys okay? I'm not getting a response from them. Hello? I don't know where she's at. There's somebody in that driver's side.
She's right there. She's right here. She's right here. Get them, get them, get them. Marion, I got the police cruiser on fire. Hey, Morris, get my fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher, get it over here, get it over here. It's really hot right here, really hot. Really hot.
What a grisly sight. Judging by the state of the cars, there isn't much hope for the well-being of the passengers. This tragic theory is seemingly confirmed by a police officer who approaches the civilian car to check for survivors. But first, he has to battle the fire.
360. I got 3 occupants unresponsive in the other vehicle.
Partner is calling 911 for you. Help will be sent to that location. Can anyone hear me?
I need 1 fire extinguisher over here. Fire extinguisher!
Members of law enforcement have it rough sometimes. People often mistreat and distrust them while they're trying to do their work professionally without showing too many emotions. However, they are human and they can only take so much. So we can't blame this female officer for her reaction to the crash.
You moving? Don't beat yourself up.
No, it's not for her because now she just caused 3 people to die because she wanted that thing to choke her.
Push back about a mile.
Oh.
It's hard not to sympathize with these officers. It's devastating to lose innocent lives just because an evil person decided to behave recklessly. The cops continued getting things under control and the firemen arrived. A helicopter shows the scene of the crime from a higher angle.
3 entrapped in the black truck. The female's entrapped inside of the patrol car. She looks Signal 7, and it looks like the 3 occupants of the black truck are all unresponsive as well. They weren't passed that long before. All units coming on scene, keep the roadway clear so medics can pull down Highway 40. Just let medics pull down the opposite lane of travel.
The suspect and 2 occupants of the other car were pronounced insane. The 3rd occupant was taken to the hospital and was in critical condition. There was truly no point to this, and it's unimaginable what was racing through the suspect's mind when she embarked on this deadly trip. Content warning. The following case involves a person unaliving himself. Viewer discretion is advised. If you or someone you know is struggling, please seek professional support or contact a helpline in your area. As we saw in the patrol car theft, not all murders are planned or motivated. In August 2024, Ohio officers responded to multiple distress calls claiming that a man had shot a woman at a Taco Bell drive-thru and then turned his weapon on himself. The panicked reports from people on scene indicated this would be a very unpleasant day.
You said Taco Bell on Graham?
Yeah. There was just a murder, and the murderer just himself in our drive-thru right now.
Yep, we've got police and fire on their way. They're going to be there as soon as they can. Can I
Please hurry up. This is an emergency, please.
Hey, I'm at the Taco Bell on Graham Road and Hudson Drive, and a man just somebody and then himself. Do you have a description? I didn't see very much. I just told he was bald. His car's in the drive-thru. I'm sorry, I'm really shaking up. And he had a black shirt on, and I just watched him shoot in the. Okay, and both subjects are still there, correct? Yeah, the guy's like drive-thru. I don't know where the other person is, but he's yeah. You said he was a bald head. He had a bald head. Yeah, I just saw he had a bald head and I think glasses, and he was a bigger guy in a black shirt and some shorts.
It was later discovered that a 25-year-old woman named Megan Kellerman had pulled in at the drive-thru in front of 53-year-old Jason Williams. He didn't appreciate what Megan did and blew his horn at her before rear-ending her. The officers arrived on scene and were immediately graced by a sickening sight.
1926.
It's not good. They're both. He's diagonal breathing. Hey, he's still breathing. Here. Tried to get him moved. You want to try it? Yeah. What's that?
It wasn't enough for Williams that he hit Megan's car. He then chose to take it to another level entirely. An officer approached Megan's body and checked her pulse, hoping to feel at least the slightest indication that she might pull through.
That's fine. Nobody else in the vehicle? Hello? Sir, go ahead and hang up. We'll give you a call back.
I'm staying on the line. I'm coming right up there. No, don't disconnect, okay?
There's nothing.
You got a pulse?
He's still breathing a little. Just a little bit agonal.
You try to call. You don't need to get us an answer. It's okay. Look at his ass.
Pulse at all? I don't feel any.
Sadly, of course, not all stories have a happy ending. To make things even worse, Megan was talking to her father on the phone when the murder happened. Her father talked to police over the phone, confused and lost, hoping his daughter might still draw breath.
I'm hearing fire, I hear ambulance. I don't know what the hell's going on. He assaulted my daughter.
What's this victim? What do you want me? I can't get a pulse on her. Taking a pulse to the side of the neck, yeah. Looks like she's shot in the neck.
You want us to shut down the exits?
Shut down, yeah.
You just want to put the monitor on so he's good?
They're both gone.
Thanks for the dog.
Dog or?
You want to open up your truck? Get the dog in there. Cut!
I'm staying on the line. I'm coming right up there. No, don't disconnect.
You get it? Yeah. They're both victims. Other one's on the ground. On the ground over there.
Jason Williams had a history of improper firearms handling while under the influence of alcohol, an addiction he'd been struggling with for many years. Soon after this horrendous incident, Megan's family was interviewed. It's obvious they were barely keeping it together.
He was a very kind-hearted, caring person.
Nick and Kelly Kellerman are talking about their daughter, Megan. They say she had just graduated with her master's from Cleveland State University. She also worked part-time at a mental health facility called Shelter Care.
She was an advocate for making this place a better world. And I think she was on the road to do that. And it's a sad reality that that got cut short.
Sadly, Megan was tragically killed last month.
Every day it's hard to get up in the morning. And you miss her so much.
There's not much more to say that hasn't already been conveyed through the tears shed by Megan's mom. Her murder was nothing short of pointless and evil, perpetrated by a man who thought himself justified to take another person's life while his own fell apart. In March of 2024, South Carolina officers received reports that a man had shot a police officer and a paramedic. The suspect, later identified as Jeremy Smith, had also stolen the officer's car. He later crashed it in Guadalupe County, New Mexico. Hot on the trail, the officers established a perimeter at his last known location.
He's going to be at 3131. Where is he at? Do you hear him?
I heard the gate open. Drop that trash can.
31-5, Martha Ortiz. Last known 20. Hey, get over here! I made contact and he's behind 3135. Stop running! He's jumping fences. He's gonna be running jumping fences. That way, that way, that way. I didn't see him come out.
So now, the chase is on. Jeremy might think that he'll somehow get away with his crimes, but it's only a matter of time before the officers catch up. Nevertheless, he tries to get away as far as possible, but the cops here are just not giving up.
He's this way. He's this way, Sarge. Shots fired. Where's he at? Sarge, where's he at? Where'd you last see him, Sarge? Right here. Go inside.
No matter how fast Jeremy ran, the cops still managed to spot him every time. They finally caught up to him in a backyard. But Jeremy knew getting caught would mean the end of his career. An officer was forced to do something drastic to stop him.
He's right here! Stop moving! Stop! Stop! Quit moving! Roll over! Roll over! Roll over! You guys okay? Yeah. Roll over!
Okay. I got a gun right here. You just threw it over.
Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! What the f is going on with this gun?
That's the one in custody. Double check all the different parts this time.
That didn't take long at all. Jeremy's sprinting session has been brought to its end, and he won't be able to harm anyone else. An officer inspects Jeremy, attempting to find out if he'd been hit by the shots fired earlier.
I think he's hit right here. Yeah, he's hit right here.
Yeah, he's right here.
Oh, hold on, we're gonna get medical, right?
Oh, please.
Hey, who's got shears?
Please.
Hey, give me shears. Give me some shears.
Please.
Shears, get me shears.
Hello, man.
Shears, get me shears.
I
got a medical bag right there, dude.
Oh, you got one.
Give me the shears.
You got 43 route? You got 43 route?
Have them run code.
The investigation learned that Jeremy murdered an officer who was dispatched to assist him with a flat tire. Jeremy shot the officer, who helpfully had offered him a ride into town. There was no clear motive for the murder. He was also suspected of murdering a paramedic on the same day. If he's found guilty in court, Jeremy will likely never see freedom again. Officers are sometimes forced to deal with very violent crimes. Whether senseless or highly motivated, murderers often think they can easily get away with their misdeeds. However, although some are capable of hiding from the law, many more will not escape its grasp.